I love to update a new game RPG or MMORPG that will be playable in the future, or you all need to anticipate this brand new MMO action RPG game because of so many reasons that I will tell you in the video. So make sure you watch the video until the end to know how great the game is. Please like this video, thanks. Top 10 Best Upcoming Action MMORPG High Graphic Games for Android iOS. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. CodeBB. CodeBB. I really love the combat concept of the action RPG game. It is way more simple. We can dash and dodge as much as we can, which is unlimited. We don't have any stamina or energy, just unleash your active skill continuously in a turn, which is one is ready, and we need to wait for the cooldown time. There are two heroes on our side that are switchable, and each time we switch the character, then she will unleash a special effect. Only for the ultimate skill, we need to fill it up by charging the enemy and release the special skill when the gauge bar is full. Try to zoom in and zoom out depending on your perspective angle. This game is a kind of a dungeon-based RPG game, so we need to enter the portal to continue the stages. Sometimes we will get a short dialogue between the characters to know the story. At the moment, CodeBB is on development. It will become one of the best action hack and slash games for Android iOS. Dungeon Hunter 6. Dungeon Hunter 6, one of the most popular back then. I remember playing on every sequel, but honestly this game really looks like a Diablo games like. The point of view, the way of the hero's skill is pretty similar to Diablo Mobile. It has a dark fantasy theme and vibes as well. This game is not released yet on global. There are some CR region are waiting for this game to be released globally. Hopefully in 2024 this game will be released. Seriously, it has so many classes which are Assassin, Archer, Mage, Warrior, Shaman, and Bone Sister. Unfortunately, we cannot customize the character appearance and totally gender lock. Seriously, Dungeon Hunter 6 is one of the most anticipated action RPG games, but the developer should add more features like gender option and customization characters. Nowadays, I think it's pretty common thing to have. The gameplay of Dungeon Hunter 6 is, you can meet another player while in the lobby, but we need to enter the dungeon to hunt the monster. The combat mechanism is really simple and a little bit clunky. We cannot move while attacking the enemy. In fact, the boss is really aggressive on unleashing the skill. Lucky we can dodge their skill. It has a combat power base. It depends on the equipment we are equipping on. The Other Shore. The Other Shore. The first testing I have tried, I got a full story-driven game. It has so many cutscenes and dialogue even before we enter the combat. It will take about 15 minutes to tell you about the storyline, but unfortunately the game is not in English yet. I'm pretty sure they will launch the game in a specific region first before launch to global, just like the other Chinese games. The gameplay of The Other Shore is a fully turn-based RPG system. Some of the characters can make the enemy weaker by his skill, and it will deal way bigger damage than usual. This is the best way to kill the enemy instantly by picking the right skill to a specific target. Unleashing an ultimate skill will grant your dealing number greater. The damage that caused will get higher to the weaker enemy. This is an anime RPG art style game. We will pick two characters to start between male or female without character customization and no job selections. I love that the voiceover is really beautiful and matching with the character. Best upcoming strategy RPG games for Android iOS. Starstrike. Starstrike. Wow, this is new MMORPG is the best with a new anti-mainstream games vibe. We'll play as a robot character design that is full of sci-fi world and futuristic ambience at all. Especially when we reach the city, it's so freaking cool. I love finally the developer tries something new and come out from a comfort zone and create this new best MMORPG that I think it's pretty worth playing and become the most anticipated MMORPG in 2024. before. But seriously, you need a high phone specification to run this game smoothly. The rendering system needs a high work with a far view distance that make the phone little bit laggy when we optimize into the highest setting. The combat battle of Starstrike is MMORPG, no auto combat. We must lock the enemy manually and do a manual skill combo. If you can hold the skill in a perfect timing, then you will be dealing extra damage. Thus, it's possible to do to prevent the enemy's attack. Best upcoming MMORPG games for Android iOS. Building and Fighter. Building and Fighter. This game was made by a Nexon company. The game developer does not tell us about the actual gameplay genre, but from many trailers they showed to us, I can assume if this game would become an action RPG game that looks like a beat 'em up game, because every character will face a ton of the same enemy at the same time. Every skill showcase, each character has an AOE or area of effect skill with various elements: fire, lightning, dark, and light. It seems it will have a PvP system between the players in 4 versus 4 and compete in the leaderboards to reach the highest rank. Best action RPG games for Android iOS that are made by Nexon company. And Innocence. Seriously, this game is truly magnificent, which is made by the most popular game developer, Asobi. One of their games would make a no autoplay game MMORPG, but now finally they made an auto game RPG. But when I try on using the auto button, it's not really help me because the auto only for a basic attack, but the skill button should done manually, which is we must make a great combo attack by a burst damage. It will give a high damage so far. We can especially change the character to adjust the enemy combat style. That's why I highly recommend you to play manual, and I really support what the Asobi does. When we enter the combat, we will get 3 main characters that are switchable. Try to build up the SP point to unleash your special skill. It's kind of a side-scrolling game, so we will get a camera view from a side perspective, but we are also able to jump and attack the enemy in the air. I really love the landscape. It is really green and has a colorful ambience. Best upcoming action RPG hack and slash games for low-end phones for Android iOS. Endless Night Action RPG. Seriously, this game will become one of the most competitor of PGR and other Jagger RPG. The combat battle mechanism is almost similar at all. Unfortunately, this game was cancelled with no reason. But in the mobile game industry, we have seen so many games that have the same gameplay but in a different title, which is Endless Night has a high chance to be released on global if it gets a new game developer or new game publisher. In fact, many players are waiting for this game globally. The gameplay of Endless Night Action RPG is full no autoplay RPG. We can unleash all of the skill and do a dash button freely without any cooldown, just like PGR. So we can concentrate on dodging the enemy's attack many times, and we should master it to increase the winning chance. The main character has a sword on her hand with super fast combat. The best upcoming action RPG for Android iOS. Path of Rune. This is a new brand or a great combination game between open world, simulation, and sandbox, and action RPG hack and slash game. I really love the graphic. It seems to have a PC quality level. The game is still in progress and upcoming. The gameplay of Path of Rune is we can explore the immersive world. Climbing on the wall is a really great option to see the whole world from a top view. Our character is able to bring a different weapon like a spear and bow. Crafting a different weapon is possible but needs more material that can be found around. That's not all, because we will be getting more excited to plan the corpse. I really hope the developer will make the game become multiplayer so we can interact with another player, but so far I really enjoy the game visual, and the combat battle with a huge boss seems pretty satisfying to play then. Best upcoming hack and slash RPG games for mobile. Crystal of Atlan. I fell in love when I tried this game for the first time, even though the game doesn't have English version yet, but the combat battle is really interesting. That's why I played this game until I reached quite a long journey already. This game really give a high quality action hack and slash game. It's not about the action in only, but it has so many story driven and no autoplay at all. But we will get a lot of help by tapping the main quest, then the quest line will appear and let us know about where we should go next. We are able to promote the classes when we reach a certain level and quest. Seriously, the combat battle allows us to grapple on the air and give us many combo as we want it. The skill doesn't need any stamina, just a cooldown. We will obtain new allies like a pet to help us on the combat side by side. Best upcoming action RPG games for Android iOS. Jagger Hunter Legend. Jagger Hunter Legend. Come on, bring it out to global faster, because Monster Hunter game is really famous worldwide and this game exactly gives the player the same experience as the actual Monster Hunter game we know. In fact, this game was made by an IGG developer, which was made by the famous PC game maker. No wonder the quality is really impressive. Just listen how the monster sound is really on point. The monster movement looks so realistic. The battle ambience looks so great. Everything is done perfectly, and I'm happy they made this game on mobile. If you like a game with a hardcore gameplay that is playable, no autoplay, then this game would be the right answer for you. In fact, you can play multiplayer with your friends, which is its kind of MMORPG.